in our Swiss format, which means the loser of this is bowing out of the IEM Road to Rio. Everything is on the line, and with that being said, let's get some casters involved. Moses and Anders, who do you think is winning out today?
Oh, that's a tough question, isn't it? Could be just about anybody. I agree, though. Fnatic do look really good at the moment, so I'm excited to see them play. Jason, where are you at with this one?
I don't know. I think in terms of preference, I'd like to see Fnatic make it through. This roster really intrigues me. This roster is very interesting to me. Although I mean, they're gonna have a tough task. Although I will say we've seen a couple different versions of Eternal Fire over the past few weeks between Pro League and now coming into the Road to Rio. And I feel like we've seen some of the good. We've seen a lot of the bad as well. That's a great opening kill from Roy. All of that is to say I'm gonna dodge the question, and we're live into the pistol round.
All right, good dodge. Better certainly than XANTARES, who is no more in the pistol. EMOR is back here, though, ready and waiting.
They got no idea.
Yeah, they really don't. And hard to check in a pistol round now. That is so sneaky.
It's all right. They're going to the B bomb site. I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer. Couldn't tell where that shot rang out from the first time around. Paz is the only one here. Major and EMOR rotating over, but Paz trying to remain a little bit passive. Gush down to 9 HP, and Nikadaz is going to press the advantage.
Yeah, always filled it. That's actually EMOR that he's going to be finding, so still knows someone is low, but not ready for Major. Coming in through the middle, it's a 2-on-2 right now. Bomb people still alive. The bomb freshly planted, so a little bit of time. FASHR is going to be there to break down Major. And Paz on his own, tagged up from earlier by Nikadaz, so very hard, if not almost impossible, to break this crossfire that's been set up here. He kind of knew, it was coming. It's still going to be Fnatic to win the pistol. Ooh,
yeah.
The kid lost in there, that's awkward.
That's an awkward position to lose things. We should probably close that gap, put something in there.
Chad and I saw Molotov disappear down there the other day.
Oh, yeah?
So
Chad has perhaps my favorite story about an important piece of utility getting stuck in a place it shouldn't go through. You were casting it with me.
During
IEM Beijing. There's a major qualifier. Or no, IEM Taipei.
Which one is that? That's
that was the Oceanic qualifier for MLG Columbus in Taipei. His team dropped the bomb in the grill on Inferno, where it was unretrievable. It was perhaps,
yes, I know what you mean.
It's less funny now that I'm friends with Chad, but you know,
I still think it's
time I thought it was
pretty funny.
Roy's gonna push up behind the sandbags and turn the corner. Nope, backs away. EMOR, smoke fades. Fnatic's ready for it.
Good awareness. That kind of play, I don't know. I always associate that kind of aggression on the A ramp with someone like Yikinda, but I mean. That's something that people really do watch for a lot. You have to be super careful because you miss just one CT down there, and it could be the end of the round almost. They're gonna get the kill on XANTARES as well, so 3 versus 5, and they're not really committed to anything. Starting to fall back a little bit, playing like a nice group, leaving Roy over on this side.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna probably be aggressive. I imagine he would continue pushing just to investigate a little bit, but his teammate's already taken over the B bomb site, so he can wait patiently, make sure he takes some guns away at the end of the round. There's the spot, Major, headshot angle, and he's got a lot of bodies. 3 bodies coming at him, and he's gonna get 0 kills. 0. Yeah. But it's gonna be 2-0, so all good.
They'll take it for losing the MAC-10, I'm sure. You know, I know this probably won't happen, just out of or maybe it will, but I feel like at some point, Fnatic should have a French team. I feel like the name Fnatic would sound better in French. Fnatic? You know, like it sounds...
I'm with you.
It sounds good.
Okay.
I woke up this morning, that's what I was thinking about.
So are you... Okay, that's a weird thing to wake up thinking about. Are you saying they should drop this roster? You're going to fire 5 players and pick up a French team?
Yeah, I think it would just sound sexy if they did like that, but I don't think they have to drop the roster. I think that's maybe... It doesn't sound that good, but it does sound good.
Okay, well, you could just change the pronunciation.
You think you get away with it?
I think you could get away with it. I don't think I'd want them to.
I bet if they hired Shox or someone as a spokesperson, you know, like he could make it sound.
Shox could probably make anything sound good though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a real future out there.
2-0.
Yes, you're not wrong.
Upgraded pistols remain. A few players buy back up into it. We have Major getting the P250 and a flashbang, but Deagle and Armor on a pair of players as well. Woxic and Paz.
Crims. Almost his toes showing, I thought, when he was a little bit further up. But, yeah, they're going to be in a good position. Got the Zeus here on EMOR. That's always cool.
I don't think Crims has ever... I'm assuming they heard some footsteps up above because Eternal Fire got in here pretty quick. So I'm assuming Crims knows that it's very likely someone's in that position. Paz, one of the players with a deagle and one of the players with armor as well, takes some initial damage, blood streaking the wall. fnatic's just going to march up ramp. All 5 players here, all 9 players actually here at the A-bomb site.
Yeah, they're really going to have a little bit of a fight here. Paz going to be going down, but again, Emo trying to get close, suspiciously close to try and get something done there.
I respect it. Going into the flames as well. That's a valiant effort. And fnatic don't lose a whole lot. It's just Roy who goes down. So it'll be 3-0, and then we get the guns out for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's not that interesting when you get a start like this when it's just, you know, a quick 3-0 like this. But on the other hand, think of how many games we have where teams just keep letting go of the leads that they have, you know, that they just can't really put it together. And they get these really wobbly starts. So credit to fnatic for yeah, just holding it tight in the beginning of this game and not really even getting close to letting anything go.
Yeah, both teams 1 and 2 as well. You can see up on the screen if you're joining us. This is an elimination game. The loser of this series is eliminated from IEM Road to Rio and will not be joining us in Brazil for the major coming up. Each team's sole win as well over the same exact team, Aurora. It's fnatic with a 16-4 victory, and Eternal Fire beat them 2-1 in a series to stay alive.
Okay. This is the big shot here for Eternal Fire. First rifle round being picked up. They try to be a little bit aggressive again. Emo really wanted to find someone down there. Some bullets being exchanged. Nikodo's on the other side with an AK so far, not the AWP early on here. Oh, Roy's got him trapped. That's an amazing find. And even the wallbang from the other side going through the curtain is not going to be able to stop him, so...
I highlighted him on the desk as well with his entry kills and how good he was at creating space for the team, and you just see a product of it right there.
Whoops, spotted all the way in the back. Mezzi, somebody else who is absolutely going to be highlighted. He's been such a star for this team.
I think Eternal Fire might already be considering the save at this point. 3 versus 5, they're spread across the map. Major and XANTARES back at the A-bomb site. However, Nikodos and FASHR are going to find a couple of kills. It's just XANTARES remaining. And he's the only one left alive. Going to try and salvage the AWP, I'd imagine. But another victory for fnatic.
Yeah, they had the bomb a little bit further back, so they even had time to look for some of that. Overall...
Where did woxic die? Where is the AWP? Is it over towards the B-bomb site?
I think it must be, yeah.
I couldn't tell which one. I thought he might have been the other player at the A-bomb site. Oh, there it is. Oh. You ain't recovering that one.
It's certainly going to have to cost you a lot. Yeah, that's not happening.
Nice follow-up from Mezzi. Roy gets the opening kill towards the A-bomb site, but that's a great kill for Mezzi to grab on the way up. That's such a tough position to clear out as well. So beautiful, quick headshot.
So, yeah, from the point of view of Eternal Fire, this is starting to look a little bit more grim. They're going to find XANTARES even at the end. 2 M4s actually going to swap back to the AK. All right. Fair play. 4-0 in favor of fnatic. That's a good job. They'll put some pressure on the CTs.
It's a really good job. Desk also touched on as well, saying fnatic's going to be happy with all these maps. They're really pleased with how this veto went and looking comfortable, at least on Vertigo.
Yeah, I feel like Kassan almost changed his mind based on the veto, sort of saying, you know, maybe could have gone another way if the map selection had been different, so...
Yeah, it's possible. That guy's just an EG hater.
They've done really well for themselves lately, EG, but... You know, we take the last, 6 months.
Whatever.
It's been a lot of craziness, that's all I'm saying.
I knew it was coming all along.
All right.
I had him in my 3-0 group.
Nice. Yeah, the America's RMR has been...
It's been a little wild, hasn't it?
It's been really interesting.
I mean, with EG going through, Liquid's gone through as well. Complexity lost the first map in their series today against Double O Nation. They're also playing for a spot. They're 2-1, so they'll have another chance if they lose it, but... Man, for an inexperienced team like Complexity that's been looking for a lot of success and has some recent success that made things look promising, you don't want to have that kind of pressure on you. Oh, nice shot from Paz. He's going to get another one. Mezzi caught out in the open. Mezzi's got him, but 2 more in the bomb site. That's the bomb hitting the deck, and oh, this is so sketchy. This is so tough. Nikodos can't manage it as well. And Crims and Roy, they're coming in late.
Yes, they are. And Crims is already low. That's nade. It's not going to do much of anything. Follow-up Molotov, maybe? Yeah, it'll force woxic back, but no one's there to catch him. All 3 members of fnatic that enter the bomb site, they were all fighting out in the open. Kind of like this a little bit, where you take a fight, but you're immediately swung upon by a second defender, and that's just going to be hard to handle. Now, Crims with about 28 seconds here. Would love a mistake from somebody on that CT side, but they're not giving to him right now. They know he'll have to go for that bomb plant. And at that point, especially if he waits another 5 or 6 seconds, they can probably just trade their way into that battle. See, it's just a leg. A little bit awkward. And he's back waiting for it. 9 seconds on the clock here. He doesn't have time to play this game. Unless he's going for the kills instead of the bomb plant, he has to activate right now. And yeah, it's done. woxic doing him a kindness almost, taking him out. Wow.
That's a violent death pose. At least he didn't fall all the way off. I'll tell you what, there's a mistake, though. I can't remember who it was. The first player to go down, kind of swinging around the box. There's a Molotov on the ground throughout that entire round. That's a Molotov that could have been used. Oh, it did fall off at the end. I take it all back. That's a Molotov that could have been used to clear out, you know, the position behind the beam in the back that they have so much difficulty with. Sure, and you can see the impact of it here. Couple shots, hide, you create a second angle, a really tough angle to manage while you're also fighting towards Gen. That Molotov goes unused, and Eternal Fire is able to steal a round away.
Might even be more unforgivable not doing that in the previous round, because in this round, if they do it, I'm sure there's going to be a smoke to put out exactly that Molotov, but in the previous round, you knew there wasn't going to be, so they could have had that kill probably for free. Yeah, they're going to want that round back, but for Eternal Fire, it's amazing news. 4-1 in the scoreline, and Nikodo's up here with the AWP. Absolutely a scary player to be up against.
Yeah, his opping is solid. It's really fun to watch. Gonna try and peer over the smoke. Crims and Major at a little bit of a stalemate in terms of the angles in middle. Crims is gonna slide out, go down. Mezzi not aggressive on the trade, and Major's gonna be able to fall back.
Nade on over the top. Gonna do a bit of damage to pass, it's not bad. FASHR gonna be going aggressive behind it, not worried about the flames at all. Wanted to go straight for the headshot. He's got to go. Oh, that's almost a caught with a grenade in hand. Real scary stuff. But look at FASHR. That's some confidence. He just walked up on his own with no backup to clear that. And he did a pretty good job, even getting the trade right there. 2 versus 2. But even if you die entering like that, as long as you get the kill, that's huge.
More with support flash. Waiting for the call from XANTARES. There it is. Here's the swing. Everyone's blind. Mezzi goes down. Nikodos with a repeat. He actually grabs Emor in support, but XANTARES is able to clean the last 2 up. Well struck from Eternal Fire. They get their second, and now they put fnatic in a weird money scenario.
Yeah, they do no bomb plant. They also only survived that round with 1 person alive on the CT side, so yeah, it's a little bit crushing perhaps, but still, gotta say, good job. That 1 flashbang there, absolutely well done.
It's God tier. I was surprised. I didn't see the Opper responded. Didn't see Nikodos actually taking the shot or even trying to hit XANTARES. I didn't realize that Emor was coming in hot behind him. But yeah, you're right. fnatic, knowing that only 1 player survived, knowing the money on the CT side still isn't established, they're going to go for a buy. And Crims can pass that AK-47 off. He's done his job. Emor's up next, and Roy's going to find it. Freebies. And the A-bomb site's in trouble.
Yeah, 2 more people back here, but fnatic, do they want to go straight for it? Major could be in some trouble, and he will be. Nikodos able to find him, leaving woxic back here with the AWP. They shouldn't give him any more straight-up fights like they did, but then again, that's the last smoke they just put up there, so they better find a bomb plant around it, otherwise they're going to be in some trouble. woxic setting up the Molotov, but it's a bit late. If FASHR's there on the flank, so this should, 95% of the time, be fnatic just outright winning the round from here. The real question is if Eternal Fire can actually save the guns at this point.
They almost look like they want to go for it and at least challenge and see if they can get an early kill that might persuade them, but you're right, with this flank coming in, it's going to be impossible. Now it definitely is. Good trade from Mezzi, good round from fnatic. The 2 opening kills and just easily progress into the A-bombs. They even had a missed Molotov for woxic's position. That did not bounce behind towards the headshot spot. So that could have actually put them in a lot of danger, but because of that really brittle economy, Eternal Fire is broken.
That's kind of the danger of winning that previous round with the 1 AWP alive. I mean, obviously not what they were planning to do, but it puts you in this position. 5-2 the scoreline. Back to the upgraded pistols. So far, Nikodos up there 9-4 as a scoreline, but everybody on fnatic's actually playing really well at the moment. That's an incredible sign for the rest of the series if they could keep it up.
Crims has had some really precise opening kills as well, which you don't normally think of him as someone who's looking for those early engagements, but he's had a couple of them, 2 or 3 so far in this half that have been really cool to watch. fnatic with the 5-on-4. 2 players in middle playing around the smoke for Eternal Fire. Emor is the only defender at the A-bomb site, and I think with Silence in middle and Paz just jiggle peeking towards the B-bomb site, we're eventually going to get Major and XANTARES to fall back towards A and kind of try and shore up this defense, but it's going to take some spectacular shots from the Deagle.
Yeah, they would need more than just the one. Probably start up with a good double deagle headshot for this to even get close. Nade will put a little bit of pressure on. Still on the Molotov left on Mezzi, but he's also kind of leading the charge in here. And it's Nikodos's range, and good as the deagles might be, that scope on the AWP does make it a bit of an unfair fight. Bomb being planted down in front, and nobody from Internal Fire wants to try and beat that smoke. They know it's going to be watched, so just hanging out, throwing deagle bullets that way.
It's time to save the armor. XANTARES and Paz going to back away. No damage done, so look at the cheap upgrade to helmets.
Yeah. Man, 6-2. A lot of things going the way of fnatic right now, and obviously with a round like that, with 5 people staying alive, that is going to make them competitive even into some of the future rounds here. Even if Eternal Fire do manage to grab another round, they'll stay fighting.
woxic's going to have plenty of money for an AWP, saving into the round, not buying armor. So he's got cash to work with moving forward.
Yeah.
There's your cones. You love that stuff.
Big fan of traffic cones. Not just on Vertigo.
Yeah?
Makes me happy in real life too.
Okay. What makes you so happy about traffic cones?
They just, you know, they have a lot of utility. You know, range them. You can make a little, you know, outdoor football field real quick. They can do almost anything with them. You pick them up and scream obnoxious things into them. It's
the versatility that really captures you.
Yeah, I think so. Turn them into, you know, like a delivery method for beer if you're in a pinch. Okay. It's early in the morning, Jason. You know.
Yeah, I can't imagine you ever doing that. Maybe in your younger days when I didn't know you.
Not now, obviously.
No, of course not.
Just saying, there's lots could be done. Could launch fireworks out of them. I'm not saying you should do any of these things. Yeah. I'm just saying it can be done.
Okay. We have to stop this now for legal reasons. The lawyers are tuning in.
Furiously typing.
Like of stop.
Paz down to half health. Round number 9, and we're just ticking close to the minute mark. fnatic don't seem under any stress. I mean, also in the rounds here, they're quite happy to do some default stuff. Sometimes they put a little bit more pressure on the A ramp. Sometimes they kind of do what they're doing now. Probably going to be boosting up, going to be trying looking for an entry at the B bomb side, and all of it seems to be working.
Yeah, this round's a little bit slower. I think they're giving a little bit more respect over to Eternal Fire right now because they know that the money with losing bonus was going to help them have such a strong buy, have utility, have an AWP on play. However, the defense shifted away towards Gen, and that's going to make them wide out in the open for Roy. What a great route to run. I cannot believe Paz even got a kill initially, though. It looked he was completely blind. One player lurking in middle. XANTARES with a double kill, and there's Emor chiming in as well. And all of a sudden, they've got the defense they wanted.
That's absolutely huge. The fact that they managed to stop the flank coming in, I thought that was going to be the round over immediately. Nikodo's still got about 10 seconds here, so he's spending a lot of time working for it. woxic will take him down. Finally, another round here for Eternal Fire. They absolutely needed it. And with 2 people alive, it's a little bit better than last time.
Yeah, I'm just surprised they got that much production from the defense. It looked like they were going to be disadvantaged. Forced all the way. I mean, they rotated back to the generator box, and then utility was down. Molotov smokes, plenty of stuff in their face. Even Paz just going 1 for 1. Man, XANTARES delivers some stunning kills, some really impactful double kills. Taz talked about him as well. He's done a massively wonderful job for Eternal Fire at the road to Rio. Oh, he's at like a 1.4 something rating, I believe it was, 1.41 rating.
Yeah.
Just absolute beast mode.
Well, a little bit of a tech issue, and then should be good to go. Probably not something that's going to take a long time.
It was the FPS bug.
Oh, well then, fair enough.
Yeah, they're already good to go. We're already unpaused.
Good job. 6-3 the scoreline, if you're just joining us. Round number 10 is coming up here, and I mean, I feel like Eternal Fire are working some of the basics, right? They want to show that their default defense on this map works, and they want to build some money so that they're not all the time right at the risk of getting pushed off the side of the building.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not quite there yet. They're investing in this round, and it's going to be pretty much all the money they have. Everyone's below $1,000 when all is said and done. So fnatic have them once again at a really awkward monetary situation.
Yeah, they do.
Hop in the hands of woxic.
They've tried a couple of times Eternal Fire to push middle a little bit, slightly aggressively, so that's been that's been a change. Obviously, A-ramp aggression is kind of par for the course, so I'm not really, that's not surprising. Can do aggressive B. You can even do double aggressive B push if you wanted to, but it's also risky. And actually, they're going to be doing just that.
Yeah, they want to hop up over. Nothing's home, going to back away. Yeah, they're not actually being too aggressive anywhere. They've challenged at a few of the different choke points, a few of the different corners, but they haven't been what I would call aggressive, which, however you want to play that. Great flashbang, great trade. Oh, I can't believe he got the second.
What?
I cannot believe he got the second, and Mezzi almost finds Paz. He's lucky to get away with his life. It's going to be FASHR up next. That's a great flashbang. He's got a lot of space, so much pressure being applied on him. He's got no support, but somehow he still wins.
Yeah, Molotov really screwed it up a little bit. I really thought he had it, and yeah, he's almost saw the opening there for shot. It's a nice attempt.
Yeah, but this is, I don't know if this is a mistake from fnatic or there's a missing detail. The bomb's dropped all the way back in the staging area towards T-spawn.
A little detail.
Yeah, little detail, I guess.
That's not great. Major. Oh, but Crims is there. Still 74 health left. woxic, you're never going to be checking him, surely. A little bit scary when he scopes because someone could have heard that, but Crims is running right past, picks up the bomb, and he's out of there onto the A-ramp. 40 seconds. At least woxic had called it in, saying he kind of went in that direction, but
I think, oh my lord, this is so sketchy.
yeah, for either, I don't know who's winning out on this one because woxic could be turning the corner without the scope up. This is so weird. They're coming back. They're going to be up close. He's surely dead, even if he gets one of them. Oh, he's
knife is out. Knife is out.
They weren't ready for it. Oh my god, woxic on the double. They both get caught, and Mezzi now, I don't think you can save the round. 15 seconds. That's unbelievable. He's trying to take him shots through the smoke, but woxic making himself very hard to find. What a triple kill. He just absolutely stole the round from fnatic.
Yeah, and Crims had his knife out, couldn't go for the trade as they're running back. You didn't expect that kind of a fight, and that was crazy. Crims just like avoided him just by circumstance for that entire time he was up top, and then they come back to him at the end of the day. It even looked like they were going to go A-ramp away from him. I actually thought they were going to go A with Mezzi pushing through CT spawn. I thought that was the plan. And what a round to give up.
Crazy.
Especially after Roy delivers that double kill at A-ramp. And it's instead, you mentioned the goal number one for Eternal Fire was to establish their money, get some breathing room, get some space beneath them, not always be on the verge of reset. This is the round that can deliver just that.
Yeah, big chance right now for Eternal Fire to turn this into a much better half for themselves. So don't screw it up against pistols. They did lose Emo, and they almost could have lost XANTARES as well. He was pushed up, nades are landing on him. Oh, he's got to be careful. That is just a Glock, and it blows him up. Major's pushing forward. He could spin around and, yeah, at least stop the bomb plant, which is huge. 3 versus 3, but look at the health on woxic.
Yeah, he's got no head armor, neither does Major. The Glock of FASHR actually out-dueled an AWP and an M4. Forced them both back with low health, and got a kill. Incredible scenes. So, fnatic's gonna hit the pause.
I like that.
They're gonna go quiet. Go silent as Paz and Major kind of clear the flanks. Investigate towards middle, investigate towards the B bombs. Even woxic is pulled away.
Yeah, Eternal Fire, I mean, they almost have to respect it a little bit. They are being very, very active in moving around.
Crims has done it again, by the way. Crims got that incredible Tech-9 opening. He just sat in the smoke, took a lot of damage, and he's waiting to listen for the reload. He got the perfect timing on that.
Oh, they're going to be walking back. Mezzi's here with the Deagle, set it up for it. He looks for it, almost has the chance, but can't find the headshot. Long time waiting for that one. Now they're going to be back looking. Major taking a bit of damage. Bomb being attempted down in front. He's actually down to 30 health himself, and at least they get the bomb plant. FASHR's going to be going down. Good find, but Nikodo's stolen M4. He's going to get that one headshot, and woxic's low. He's going to be dropped. fnatic, unbelievably, they steal the round back after all the work that woxic put in.
Yeah, that's actually really, really well played from fnatic. Once it gets into that 3-on-3 and you have all those advantages, just pump the brakes. Man, they completely made fnatic worry about elsewhere on the map. Allowed them to find the openings. We just said Eternal Fire was finally at that point where you felt like they could actually sustain and build some money, and boop, nope, they don't get the chance. Lose to pistols.
That's, I don't know, that's hard to defend. You have to be winning around like this. This is for elimination.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you want to stay in the RMR, if you want a chance at qualifying for Rio, that's a round you must win.
Especially considering FASHR with the Glock did so much work. He's the one who brought woxic low that made him such an easy cleanup, and actually not just made him an easy cleanup, but made him passive. Right? Like if he has 100 HP woxic, he's going for peaks with the AWP. He's holding a more aggressive angle.
You could do a lot with it. That head armor thing is Yeah, usually not a factor, especially on the CT side, but certain circumstances it really can be. Major trying to be all sneaky with it, climbing down. Should have been climbing through the vents like in Die Hard.
The radio. Crims is playing an incredible game right now.
Yes.
Doesn't have the most frags out there, but he's been spectacular. He's 5-0 in opening duels so far in this half.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's great. Follow-up is right there. Nikodos, easy stuff. Not sure if Emo was distracted. Feel like he maybe could have had a shot. Nikodos is cleaning up this round. A triple. They don't lose a single one. It's another flawless round for Fnatic.
Yeah, should also say Nikodos is having an incredible half. 16 kills, 6 deaths. Remember I mentioned we've seen like both sides of Eternal Fire. We've seen like the really good one towards the end of their Group D in Pro League in the group stage.
Yes.
They narrowly missed out on the playoffs. And then we've seen a little bit more of a rougher one. I think after what we saw to end the group in Pro League, we thought coming into the road to Rio, we were going to see an Eternal Fire that would really kind of be catapulting themselves to the major. And they're having a real tough time, obviously. Something's faded away. Something's a little bit different.
Hard to know what that is. I mean, the pressure is going to be different. There's no doubt about it. And especially now that you're playing with your backs against the wall, everything just has... It just counts differently. Every mistake you make, it's going to be felt in a different way. Obviously, a best of 3 this one, but you know you're going to be in trouble if this gets screwed up. And this map was picked by Eternal Fire, so they have some reason to be worried right now. See if they're going to be Molotoving the back of that pillar. It's been pretty good right now for the defense. Yeah, it still will be. Paz has been playing back here. They don't even bother to check it at all. That seems like a slip-up. Fnatic have done this a couple of times where they just haven't bothered nading it back there, and it's actually cost them. Yeah,
and this one's weird too. It's like no smokes are even down. It's just like chuck a flashbang, and I guess they're just going to get a little bit lucky, maybe deliver a knockout punch, but man, did this fall flat. And now they don't really have the resources to clear out. Roy's on a flank, so he has no Molotov, and Paz just slides out, knows he has the advantage. Roy can't hit it from behind. Now they know, and Eternal Fire is going to survive with, it looks like, all 5 players.
Yeah, at least close to it. That feels like an easy fix for Fnatic. I understand that if you throw the Molotov, you're also signaling that you are sort of showing up maybe 3 seconds before you otherwise would be. Well, this round, but it still feels like it's not worth it.
They've seen Paz there, though. They've seen Paz playing behind that pillar in the back like 3 or 4 times when they've gone to the B bomb site. In fact, every time they've gone to the B bomb site, I feel like we've seen Paz in that exact position. That's got to be something they catch on to, and someone's got to say, hey, we need a molly for this. We need a molly. He's playing here all the time. He loves it. Yeah.
And they had 2 Molotovs when they sort of walked up there, so...
It was the same issue they had previously in one of the rounds they lost as well.
Yeah. I would even say, I mean, especially if they're executing as early as they were in this round, you could even do it, get the kill on Pass and just walk away. Yeah. And then you could come back again 30 seconds later and do what you just did anyway and just say, okay, now we're going to be walking up with nothing.
For sure. I'm with you.
8-5. I don't know. I feel like some of these rounds maybe Eternal Fire shouldn't have had, but also there are definitely obviously some rounds the Fnatic shouldn't have had, so maybe it's all kind of evens out at the end.
I think both of them have traded like a low economy round.
Yeah.
Right? Like Eternal Fire won one at the B bomb site, and then Fnatic had the one just a while back as well.
5 rounds, at least they're still going to be competitive. If their T side is going to be good, then it's not like they just get instantly wiped out. It looked for a minute like that could have happened here in the first half, so yeah, maybe give a little bit of a nudge to Eternal Fire for sticking in it in spite of an obviously, problematic first half.
They're having one of those halves where they're like really working hard to get just enough rounds to play with in the second half. They've never really taken control of this. They've only ever won like 2 rounds in a row, but they weren't able to build up any money. It's all followed by complete saves after the fact.
But if they win the last 2, and I mean, if they win this one, the next one's got to be almost without cash for Fnatic, so they could get to 8-7. At that point, you've got to say, okay.
Yeah, you'd be happy.
Actually great. Oof, those almost with the opening. No grenades landing on the emojis yet. That could be a common follow-up.
And Eternal Fire doesn't know how many people are here for Fnatic. They've actually got 4 players on ramp. They're playing it super passive, XANTARES and Emor. So, I mean, this could be an execute that is going to catch them off guard. They're going to have to play it passively. That's a great nade. That's a great nade right on top of everyone, but XANTARES burns to death. He never actually evacuated. And Mezzi has the kill on Emor, and all of a sudden the bomb site's open.
Yep. Nade on Crims. Oh, and it blows him up. He was on 44 health, and that's enough. That is great stuff. 3 versus 3. The bomb plant delayed. Pass trying to sneak in from behind. Could be absolutely key that he picks up at least the one kill, but just looking for it messes. The internal clock in his brain working out perfectly this time. woxic trying to save the day, but shut down at AWP. Nikodos finding another target. He's up to 17 right now, and 18 just as we're counting. 9-5 in favor of Fnatic, and yeah, they avoid that economic collapse here, which is obviously great news.
Yeah, and it's Eternal Fire who are going to struggle with the money. Couple rifles going to be brought up, but it's not a pretty look overall. 4-round lead for Fnatic. Another great round. The Riflers do wonderful work coming in. I'm not sure. XANTARES saw the Molotov coming at him. I'm not sure exactly why he stayed in it the whole time, just burning, but he did in fact burn to death.
I think it's like a manly thing, I think. I can respect it.
Talk about toxic masculinity. You're going to stand in the fire like that. That might be the definition.
Not advisable on any level. But he tested now, we don't have to, you know? We know how it works.
Did it for the people. He was like, I'll show you guys. This is a horrible idea. Let me give you the example. Good opening kill for a Major. A very over-eager, very bold challenge from Nikodos with the AWP, but Crims again in middle, gonna find the equalizer. Straight up duel.
Yeah, more for Crims. Boost on over. Just to take a look. Gonna be 3 people from the Eternal Fire side trying to defend this A bomb site, and they're leaving Paz over at the B bomb side on his own. Still about a minute on the clock, so Fnatic could do a lot of different things from this position. Right now they're giving space. All right. Yeah, they heard that. Give a little bit of space for Eternal Fire, maybe to make a mistake.
Well, they're making one. They're rotating off the A bomb site. XANTARES is just going to come back with the ult, but as soon as utility comes out, like, this is a tough angle. I think he's got one shot, and he nails it, to be fair. Comes back for more. That one, he can't get away. He's already got a team that's cleared, and FASHR is going to find another one. What a beautiful double entry into the A bomb site, and that was the mistake. They just shifted over.
Yep.
They gave a little bit of an inch, and XANTARES couldn't close the gap.
Just lightly. Major has now. They need this round a lot more than Fnatic do at the moment. Just the back showing. Major's going to be able to get that one on Crims. But still a 2-on-2, and it's just so wide open with no smokes or anything. They can't block off the bomb. They just can't find the safety they need for that defuse. Paz is low on health, and he's walking right into it. What a round from FASHR here. Triple kill and a 10-5 first half in favor of Fnatic. That's well played. That's well done, and it's on Eternal Fire's map pick. We'll see if they can finish what they started Fnatic. In the second half, it's coming right up.
Hey Future Pros! Took a lift to the top of Vertigo to show you a chunky double HE setup you can throw into mid on Vertigo. You will need 2 Future Pros and 2 HEs for this one. Future Pro number 1. Make your way into the front corner of Connector. Aim at the right dot on the left panel and jump to the HE. That's some good damage, but we can do more. Future Pro number 2. Hop up onto the wooden panels and aim just inside of the top right corner of this orange mesh. Then just throw the HE. This can be extremely annoying for any Ts who want to get a head start on mid control. The faster you throw these nades, the better, but always be prepared for a T who could have had a 6 spawn.
say Sprout have gone B so much, they think, oh, okay, well, finally, Sprout have to go A again at some point. So they leave the MP9 there to jump spot and play time. But the way he jump spotted left him very, very exposed. There is a different way you can do that, which makes it easier to see, I think, players coming at you. But of course, it didn't help that he was flashed mid fallback, so I think that didn't help. He was probably doomed anyway with that MP9, but still, I think there was another way he could have perhaps delayed time there. It's a little bit of a free sight for Sprout, and they are now on Series and Rio de Janeiro point. Skriv, Pogchamp.
Welcome back, everybody. 10-5 in the first half in favor of fnatic. Now the second half is coming up. We're on Vertigo here, and this is an elimination game. If you lose now, you do not get to go to Rio after all. Map was picked by Eternal Fire, but it's not really working out for them, is it, Jason?
No, it's not looking good at all. Something's gone terribly, terribly wrong. I think part of it is, I mean, Nikadaw's having an incredible first half, 18-8 for him. Touched on Crims as well. He's had a stellar first half. He ends that first half 5-0 in terms of duels. He wins 5, he's lost 0 when he's taken the opening fight, which is absolutely mental. I wouldn't normally give that kind of a stat to Crims, of all people.
No, typically not, but what a time to do that in.
Yeah, I know.
That helps a lot when you're on that T side.
If it's ever going to happen, you might as well do it now. Only 12 kills on Crims, but 5 of them massive impact. And Eternal Fire is coming into a stack, a trap. Question is where it's going to get sprung.
Double dualies. Wow, yes, a lot of people here. That's going to be hard to clear up. Now, they could maybe double nade Nikodos, but now Roy's taking the attention. There comes the double nade, but the swing is back in there. Mezzi fighting with the dualies, and he's finally taken out woxic. What a return. Takes down Mezzi and Roy both. He's on his own. His entire squad is dead behind him, so just him and Crims. And they kind of know where woxic is. Crims, though, he is preempting a return to the B bomb side, thinking, you know what, he's probably going to turn this around. I'm going to be ready, which... Is he going to go through? All right. All right.
Problem is he can't really like run anywhere because of the way this map is. But woxic is taking his sweet time, so Crims is actually this helps this. Oh no, he's just going to park himself.
I was going to say if he kept going, he could wrap around, pick up the defuse kit that's down on the ramp, and then ultimately do it.
Oh no, this map is so big as well. He almost has to flank now is the problem to get that kit, but he's not even doing that.
Not even. And now he really does have to just run the whole way. Charge in there with the USP and try to find woxic as soon as humanly possible. I even feel like going slow for a large part of this is going to be just not worth it.
The one thing it's going to benefit with is you could see woxic checking both the angles. He didn't really know where he was going to come from, but Crims, now you know the position, but it don't matter. woxic cleans it up at the end of the day. Woo. That stack got so busted up. That final peak, was it Roy with the dualies over at scaffolding? That last one that swung out?
Yeah,
I think so. It was that did not need to be a swing. Hard to stop yourself in the moment, especially when the game plan is for everyone to fight together at that point. But he maybe had like 2 seconds, or he could have pulled that back and played a 2-on-1 with Crims. That's a tough way to lose if you're a fnatic, because they walked exactly where you wanted them to. Exactly what that pistol is designed for.
Yeah, that's everything. I mean, obviously the fact that it starts with a double nade is also pretty great. That gives a little bit of a head start to Eternal Fire. Or maybe makes up for it. Quick tech pause. Something being figured out. But in the meantime, yeah, 10-6. Eternal Fire, if they were dreaming of some kind of a comeback, then obviously winning this particular round is huge, right?
Yes, it would be massive.
Audio issues, maybe.
Audio issues, absolutely. Headsets off, in-ears out.
The wires.
Yep. Speaking into the microphone, ain't nothing working.
All right. What if... What if, Jason, what if dolphins were just as smart as humans, but they just didn't have any, like fingers or arms or anything to do? I mean, they obviously don't, but to build anything with. Do you think we would, as humanity, would we like to try and help them, like build stuff for them?
Haven't we gotten to the point where we all kind of know that dolphins are extremely intelligent animals?
They are super smart, but
your hypothetical is just like, it's not even really a hypothetical.
Let's just say, well, no, but let's say, exactly as smart as human, like, they could do it, but they just can't.
Can't build anything.
Can't build anything.
And no underwater cities. Yeah, we should consider that.
I think we should. I think that'd be worth putting resources into.
Eastream update. G2. huge on the first map, 15-3. I like that. I don't want to see G2 get eliminated. I want to see G2 and Rio.
Surely almost everyone does.
Yeah.
Especially G2.
I don't think so. I think G2's like a really fun team to root for.
Yes.
And I think they're a really fun team to hate as well.
And those things can often be the same thing with G2 because you're just waiting for the breakdown to happen, aren't you? Like you're excited when it's working, but you kind of know eventually they're going to screw something up. So
it's a Liquid fan I can sympathize.
Yeah. Everyone has to have a couple of teams like that. They were like, oh, like I really wanted to work. Like, and when it is working, it's sick. But
it's beautiful. It's magical.
But then, this is looking good.
Okay, underwater cities. Well, this is kind of a bummer for Gamer Legion too. Actually, to go back to Counter-Strike,
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They also don't have any underwater cities in Gamer Legion. As far as I know.
No, as far as
what a place for a training camp, though. What a boot camp.
I think Gamer Legion played that, like triple or quadruple overtime against FaZe on the initial best of one. They lost, and then they lost in, double overtime to Spirit as well to put themselves in this position. They, too, also beating Aurora. But I mean, 6 overtimes they've played in this tournament, and they've ended up losing.
It'd be fun having a slightly extended interview with them, a week after it's all done to sort of say...
Does it feel as close as it looks from the outside?
Yeah, maybe just talk about, like, how... I mean, on the other hand, if they don't just decide this is too much, like the heartbreak's too much, if they keep fighting, then what an experience. They've played a lot, at a really high level, which maybe sometimes would be very hard to do for a team like Gamer Legion, so... Kind of cool to see.
Hold the phone, one flashbang on Nikados. He's going to toss that out for a mad swing out scaffolding. It's got to come now. Oh, it's worked. It's worked. It's worked. He's done it, but everything else after that is exactly what you would expect it to be.
Nice. If you pause the round right there.
Right when they get that kill.
It's great.
It's all looking wonderful.
2 seconds later and it's all done.
Third round buy from fnatic. M4s come out. Utility comes out. They're going to be light on kits. And by that, I mean they have absolutely 0 kits on the board.
10-7. woxic is 14 kills. 11 on XANTARES, 11 on Major. They're doing pretty well on the kill. It's also the scoreline is close now, 10-7, but also it's not like it's just only one person there on Eternal Fight. I think they stand a real shot at bringing it back here in the second half, especially if they can win this one. Roy already tagged up for FASHR on the other side. He's going to be going down and just escaping XANTARES, but Roy it's not certain that he's going to live. They're putting a lot of bullets his way. You are right there on the other side, Roy. One more step.
Oh my lord! How is he alive?
Around the corner? I don't know.
Nikados has to be careful. I don't think they realize there's another one over here at Emor. I don't think they are aware of this positioning. He's going to jump up. Roy's going to go down. A little bit of damage, but Nikados has to think about backing away. He steps up for the fight, and Paz is ready and waiting. Krim's now the sole defender at the A-bomb site.
Yeah, he really... I mean, I can't even understand why. He must have felt like he had so much information in that moment that he could take the fight with, but then there's a lot of people on the other side, maybe more than he was expecting. Crims and Mezzi, 2 versus 4. I mean, this is probably where you want to just stay grouped. If they somehow show up, then maybe you can try and take the fight and win it.
If not, you're saving.
Yeah. Which...
I think they'd almost prefer to save by the fact that they're not doing this strategy at the A-bomb site. Utility is out, smoke walls put up.
Yeah.
Crims and Mezzi won't budge, so it will be an 8th round for Eternal Fire. And even though they save these 2 M4s, they can pick up a, losing bonus at 3 rounds. They can pick up pistols behind it since they'll have the full bonus in the next round, but they're not going to be able to really buy anything ultra dangerous around these.
A lot of conversations these days in the community around if someone should be taking steps towards changing the...
Yeah, I think Get Right brought that up, or I don't know who brought it up. Maybe it was Chad and Matt during a cast, and Get Right just responded to it, or something like that. And I think the conversation was like, if you save on the CT side, I would imagine it's like 50% or 30% or a percentage of the money that you would get.
Yes. Yeah, it's a way to disincentivize people from saving too much. Which is, I think that's an interesting thought. That's worth at least having a conversation about. Wow, Paz being real scary there. But ultimately, Eternal Fire win the round. 10-8. Good stuff. Good job.
Yeah, really good job.
fnatic wanted to keep it aggressive over on this side, and yeah, they got all the fights that they kind of wanted, just they didn't turn out how they had expected, so.
No, they didn't get any success they wanted. So the two M4s that were saved, even Nikita is going to buy a Deagle and armor, so not saving for the AWP in the next round. Also 5-7 on FASHR, and Roy with a 5-7 himself. Is it FASHR? I say FASHR.
Yeah,
That'd be very American of me.
You know, well, I don't think we have confirmation, do we? Do we know for sure? Has anyone ever asked? Finally, as I do with all people whose names I don't exactly know or remember, I just say them really quickly.
Okay.
People don't know.
It's for all you young casters out there. It's a tip from the greatest.
Yeah. How you doing, Seven? No one has any idea what.
Say it with confidence.
Yeah. Shout it from across the room, preferably.
You are the guy who mandated that we call him Zipniks back in the day.
Yeah, because he changed it so late. We were 4 years deep into the game. Kind of show up later. This is interesting.
Triple boost. No one's coming this way, though.
Shooting through the rebar. Yeah, nobody is. When you only have two M4s, I mean, it's probably worth an attempt. Gonna try and see if they get another kind of boost over here. Mezzi gonna be sneaking over. This is all fun. Some fun circus games being played by the fnatic side, but ultimately, yeah, the bomb's already planted, so probably just save the rifles here. Maybe look for a couple of exits if you can.
Yeah, maybe even save the pistol. Not even really the pistols, just the armor you have on those pistols. Nikonaz gonna go down, and the rest of Fnatic is backing away. So 9th round, Eternal Fire get a little bit closer, one step closer to evening up the scoreboard. I was gonna say score line, change it to scoreboard.
And it all got mixed up.
Alex didn't get the memo.
Again, if you just say it quickly, it's no one can know, you know.
True.
There we go. All going to be hiding on the side of the building. That's it. 10-9. Look at the slow walk back here from Eternal Fire. This is going to be super encouraging. We know there are some fans out there for Eternal Fire. I bet they must have had a bit of a gut-wrenching first half watching their team kind of get blown up. But this is competitive once again. Yeah,
they've drawn it right back. It's by early economic advantage though. So Fnatic now has money and guns out. They have the op on Nikadaz. Full M4s for utility because they save these weapons so many times as well. There's a little bit of money built up behind them. So Fnatic is not in the worst position in the world. Going to be able to gain a lot of money as that losing bonus kind of slowly dwindles down if they can start winning. Let's see where Nikadaz goes with the op.
Almost have to imagine it's going to be aggressive A ramp.
Yeah, more than likely. The high percentage choice is A ramp, but you can always put it in middle, depending on if you think Eternal Fire is going to switch things up coming into this round. That guy's got caution tape on his gloves.
Yeah, what a baller. All right, here we go. Gonna be back hiding there. That's interesting. Again, a spot that's very... All right, he's going to be moving forward. I was going to say, feels like when you got this many teammates around you, maybe don't be staying further on back with the AWP. No smoke down there, which is probably very suspicious to the T side. Might be wondering, hold on, usually the CTs will throw a smoke there. Pushing up behind, Roy doesn't empty the entire magazine. Pistol's out, but he just can't do anything about that. XANTARES with the return, and it's a one-for-one trade to start the round with. But look at Crims, he's bored over here at the B-bomb side. He says, you know what, I've been waiting here for a long time, and no one ever shows up, so he's gonna go find some friends.
Which is awesome, and Crims is gonna be smart enough to just kind of pause and take the map control he's got. Trying to bait someone out with the sound of the smoke flashing, and there's one kill, 1 for 1 again. Major's gonna step up a little bit more. They still have to deal with the AWP. Nikadaz is waiting over at the corner box by scaffolding. Hasn't had a chance to fire just yet.
Yeah, here Crims finally realizing after that little engagement, it's probably time to go. Now they are looking for him, but every time they look, it's like he freezes. Some great internal feeling that Crims has for the game at the moment. 35 seconds. And he's paused back there, waiting for a sign from a teammate. Needs somebody to tell him when is it time to go. Niko's going to be sneaking in, and that's an easy shot on the XANTARES. And now they're in trouble on the Eternal Fire side. 2 versus 3, and with that flank coming in, Crims, he might never see any action. That feels so... That's a little bit sad. He played this round really well. And even if nothing else, you've still got to say, probably still had an impact in terms of giving his team confidence in knowing what was coming.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing too, I mean, at least the other side of that coin is even though he didn't get to have an impact with such a great flank and such a great play the whole way through the round, they didn't actually spot that he's willing to be aggressive on that side of the map, that he's willing to kind of push out and go for that. So at least there's that little piece of information. He can go back to that flank and go back to that push later on if he feels a similar scenario. This time, Eternal Fire gonna spread out a little bit more. A little bit more of a default going on. A couple players towards middle. woxic and Major gonna step in as they come up the ladder as well to help. So Crims is here. He said he was bored. He's gonna get tested this round.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been missing some action. A little bit of an off angle. Flash is not coming around the corner. Major is. What an impact. XANTARES taking down Roy and Mezzi. Can't believe he's not burning yet. He's stuck right under the Molotov here by the sandbags. They're not checking for it all. But Paz comes in second in line. If he hadn't checked it, that could have been the round over almost for Eternal Fire. He might have had a huge spray down. But right now, 5 people alive to the 2 of fnatic. Eternal Fire, they do not want to let go of their map pick just yet.
No, a complete change in tactic, and Crims gets caught entirely. That's a disgusting peek. That round's too easy for Eternal Fire. There's no resistance. XANTARES is 99 HP. He's the only one taking damage on the team. Didn't even use any utility on that one. Oh, good utility on Mezzi after the fact, right? The Molotov to tuck him down beneath the sandbags, praying it won't spread. He got completely blinded as well. And now they're taking all the guns away. Because remember, there's a little bit of cash built up on fnatic. If they can save these guns, which they're not going to be able to do, they could have dropped some weapons over. Instead, they're surely going to go down. Appa is ripped out of his hands. And Eternal Fire is back within 1.
And they didn't even want the AWP on the T side. They're like, actually, no. We're just going to stick with the AKs, want the mobility. This check from Paz right here is huge. Imagine what a mess it would have been if Mezzi could have stayed alive there.
This is a very important round. The Eternal Fire has so much money built up. fnatic have to put a stop to it. They got to win something. Let's see if they can challenge here. Nikodas has the AWP again. 1 kid on Mezzi. CT side struggling today on this map.
Well and truly.
It's 5-1 run in the second half for Eternal Fire.
I mean, again, because everyone is playing well on this team, so once it starts to move in the right direction, it's quite a powerful move.
They're also just very explosive at the moment, Eternal Fire. fnatic's not able to slow it down. You'd hope this play from Mezzi will be able to do it. Run boost across the choke point. Crims is going to show his position. That might keep their attention away from Mezzi.
Kind of slightly thinking about it. XANTARES certainly paranoid. Doesn't mean someone's not out to get him. Emo. Oh, that's a little bit too early of a switch. XANTARES still takes some damage, and with a follow-up nade, it's still looking okay here for the fnatic side, but it's a 4-on-4. And switching off before you actually get the kill could be so dangerous.
This play from Nikodas is perfect. Shrink the map. A ramp is closed. There's no access. There's a nice kill. And I don't think they're going to go back at him. I think they're going to have to go towards the B bomb site with these rifles. Roy is cheated over just to keep an eye on mid, but there's 2 defenders inside of B and 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Just save. Because
I
mean, I don't know. There's a Molotov on Roy, and
think they're going to go for it. I think they're crazy enough to do it.
They have some money in the bank, I suppose, so maybe you can justify it like that and say, okay, let's just do it. But this counter Molotov coming out here is going to slow them down in a way that I don't think they can even really beat. They don't have any smokes to put it out. We're down to 15 seconds and still a 3-on-4. Good little shot there. And now woxic and Paz, with 8 seconds, not much they could do. So, huge round coming out. And as you pointed out, Nikodas, even if it's just a 1 kill, but closing off the map that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's an entire bomb site you no longer have to worry about. That's a huge deep angle to get. And seen that from Crims previously towards B when he's not feeling pressure. And I think it's a good idea at the moment for fnatic to keep this up because Eternal Fire is playing very grouped, very clumped up. They're not doing this spread out and kind of challenge both extremities. It's very much 4 players grouped up together, use utility to gain the initial map control, and then explode on the bomb site. So fnatic, if they can continue to read it, can find ways to shrink this map and gain a lot of information on the CT side. Are they doing the mid tactic again?
I mean, it worked once.
Yeah, they're lining up exactly the same. woxic and Major coming from the T stairs. Paz and Emor setting up utility and support above the ladder. And once again, Crims is in the same position.
Almost caught out there. Counter grenade is actually really good. That'll maybe slow them down just a tiny bit, but they're taking map control that they want here. A lot of footsteps, so I'm sure fnatic are hearing it, saying, yeah, you know what, they are actually coming mid. They're going to be calling into the A-bomb side, so you have to be really careful. But this is uncomfortable right now if you're on the CT side.
Yeah, Crims and Mezzi don't have control of B stairs either. They just have to hold on towards mid from the bomb site. Tough defense, good kills, good opening kills, and FASHR arrives in CT spawn. fnatic might have just done enough to hold on. They knew the exact strat. When Krim sees the utility in the challenge, he goes, oh, this is the one that wrecked me previously. Let's double nade it.
And the fact that the FASHR pushed through the smoke and instead, you know, went to actually help out that B bomb site, great play. Obviously a little bit scary when you see that smoke going up, but he knew this is his time. So 13-10, they've managed to cool them down just a little bit. And probably what could be one of the last buys here for Eternal Fire. If they can't put this round together, they're in trouble.
I was going to say, they've managed to cool them down and they've managed to put them at a breaking point in terms of money. Eternal Fire might just be bankrupt after this. Ooh, I don't know where that went. woxic's down to 69 HP. I have no idea how you do something with the AWP to get that much damage.
Nice.
Oh, you have children, Andrews.
Yeah, I know. That's their problem. Oh, good stuff. Even all the way gone. Even the flashbang around the corner did not stop Nikodos. 22 kills at the moment. Say you don't probably have to keep fighting this at the moment. Oh, he's so lightning quick. woxic is out of it.
Yeah.
He's just so fast.
That's a disgusting flick upwards. Really well done from Nikodos. And with the 5-on-3, if you're Fnatic, just play it safe. You've used a ton of utility as well. You only have one smoke and an AHE grenade left remaining on the CT side. So force them to execute into you. 3 players leaning towards the B bomb site. Mezzi on the initial defense behind the double stack. FASHR at Gen. And Crims is going to be there on the boost platform as well to swing over.
Mezzi, good defense. Even just the 1 kill there, passed with a nice return. But they have taken a lot of damage. No more nades that could blow them up though on the CT side. And Crims, this is such a wide angle. That seems very risky, but he handles it perfectly. Double kill for Crims at the end. And another round for Fnatic.
Got a little bit dicey though, all things considered. Considering that was a 5-on-3 coming into just 2 players surviving. Some pretty good trades from Eternal Fire at the end, but not enough. And now they've got a decision to make. Do you force buy here in this timeout and actually challenge and see if you can keep Fnatic off 15? Or do you kind of concede and play with rifles from 10 to 15?
Yeah, it feels like there is no good answer to that question. Like either way, you're just in a lot of trouble here. That economy really coming back to be a problem now for Eternal Fire, because if they had a ton of money in the bank, they could make a serious run at it here, but they are in a little bit of an awkward position. I'd say go all in for it. Get the Tech 9s. Try and see if you can't find Crims in the middle maybe once again, even if it's kind of been found out. Maybe you don't commit full to it, just fight him early on. Go 4 Tech 9s, woxic sticking on the Glock. Yeah, at least initially want to check out the middle. I think that makes sense. But they're a lot further back on the Fnatic side here. Not anywhere near the mid part of the map at the moment.
Yeah, Mezzi and Crims have a vertical stack. So at least this time, if Eternal Fire makes their way and tries to wrap the B bomb site, Crims and Mezzi control the stairs at the very least. FASHR knows what's coming. Mezzi's just got to stay strong. Oh, he's fortunate. He's fortunate, but now he knows. Bomb hits the deck. Mezzi does get that kill. He can control stairs. FASHR's letting him know. 1 came back. Be careful. Running out of ammunition, but a huge advantage for Fnatic in the round. And Nemor has nothing to do. Can find no success. And Fnatic going to have 5 chances to close out the first map.
Pretty good adjustment for the Fnatic side, seeing them being able to take that mid pressure after it worked once. They're like, all right, we know what's up now.
Yeah, and if you're Eternal Fire, the only real success you had in this is when you kind of had the economic advantage early on.
Yeah, they managed to make a real run of it, and they still could. I mean, they could win 5 in a row. I don't think that's out of the question here, but they can't have any mistakes. Nikodos is back online with that AWP, so that A ramp is feeling real scary at the moment.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I mean, now you've been shut down a mid if you're Eternal Fire. You've tried to go A once or twice, and when Nikodos has the op, he's been able to get multi-kills and just really shut you down. Oh, that is...
Oh my God.
That's a position and a half, but Roy finds it. Dodges the flash, he's traded back, but FASHR's there as well to keep the advantage in the hands of Fnatic.
I actually thought maybe there was a chance Roy would get 2 because they kind of lined up behind him. It's Crims taking down Major, and it's suddenly a 2 versus 4 to try and hold on to the map here. Again, Eternal Fire picked this map. It's an elimination game. If they lose this one, they're in a lot of trouble. Desk mentioned it before we got into it, that the map picking here could have been a little bit questionable maybe for Eternal Fire. woxic and Paz 2 versus 4. And they're creating some space here. Could it be enough for a bomb plant? Although they actually can't come off it. They're a little bit worried that they were going to get rushed down. What is going on? Oh, that's just not fair, is it?
25 kills.
Oh, it ended, you're right, with 25 kills and a 16-10 scoreline overall in favor of fnatic. That's great.
Yeah, that's a disgusting performance from fnatic. Really, really cool. Lockdown defense once they got the money in their favor, but for me, that T side. Nikonos had, what, 17 kills in the first half. Crims had 12 with 5 opening kills. Absolute beast mode from fnatic, and they're up 1-0 in the series. They're on the verge of sending Eternal Fire home. We'll see if that happens when we return for map number 2.